Hello, good afternoon, and it's another time on Pacesetter Heritage on Aloore Radio, GSM Studio, Ministry of Information, Culture and Tourism, Oyo State, Ibadan, Nigeria. As usual on this program, we bring guests who do justice to the topic that we have at hand. And this afternoon, I have a guest in the house. You'll get to see him and know what he's going to be discussing in a short while. I am Titi Aloore, welcoming you on board on behalf of the people that are in the studio. I have my producer in the house, Deji Olawoyi, and my colleague, Mayowa Fagebo. You're welcome on board. Ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa ẹ káàsán, ẹ kú dédé àsìkò yìí, ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò yín ètò wa ètò ẹwà iyebíye ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́. Níbi tí a ti máa ń yànnàná àwọn tó ṣe iyebíye sí wa ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ nípa àṣà, ìṣe àti ìrìn àjò afẹ́. Ẹ wá nǹkan lédìí láti máa bá wa kálọ lọ́sẹ̀ yìí nígbà tí àlejò mi tí wọ́n tún máa bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ohun tí a gbé wá lónìí. Èmi ní kọ́kọ́ ni mo wà nínú kúrò tá a wà yìí, Dèjì Ọláwọ̀yí ni yóò máa bá wa gbé sókè gbé sílẹ̀. Orúkọ tèmi ni Títí Aloore. Ẹ wá nǹkan lédìí láti máa bá wa kálọ. Ẹ kú kalẹ̀. We're going to be discussing about the spirit of wealth, commerce and trade, which is known as Òrìṣà Ajé. And I have my Oluwo in the house that is going to do justice to this. Oluwo Bọ́lárìnwá Ọláyẹmí, Oluwo Ọláyẹnífá, is a spiritual consultant, a cultural ambassador to United Nations, and a lead priest at Yami Ajé International Temple and Opagun Ajé. You're welcome to Aloore Radio.
Thank you.
I don't know if you still have other things to tell our people about yourself before we go into the questions for
That's fine.
today. Okay. Now we want to discuss about the context of Ajé. Òrìṣà Ajé. What is Òrìṣà Ajé?
First and foremost, ìbàlà akọ́jú nífẹ̀ẹ́.
Okay.
Ìbà lónìí o, ìbà lónìí o, ìbà lónìí o. Olódùmarè ìbà rẹ o. Olódùmarè ọba tẹ́lẹ́gẹ́lẹ́gẹ́ borí ṣàpèjì omi. Dúdú lolúwa àlè sọ o. Pupa lolódùmarè àlè wí. Ṣùgbọ́n ṣe lójú ọ̀run funfun nẹ́nẹ́. Ìbà ẹ̀yìn ọ̀kànlérínwó mọ́lẹ̀ ìbà lónìí. Ìbà ládéládé ajúbà lóyè lóyè ajúbà lọ́jà lọ́jà ìbà araba nílẹ̀ yìí. Ìbà lónìí o, àdáṣe ní ọmọ ìbà gbọ́dọ̀ ọ̀hún mi. Ìbà ẹ̀yin ìyá mi aláṣọ oṣù, ìbà ẹ̀yin ìyá mi aláṣọ ẹfun, ìbà ẹ̀yin ìyá mi aláṣọ aró. Ìbà lónìí, ẹ̀yin ẹyẹ ńlá abidẹ lẹ́nu gbákúgbákú. Ìbà lónìí, ẹ̀yin ìyá mi òjijì fìrí ẹ̀yin arúgbó aṣọ má balẹ̀. Bá a bá perí akọni àfidà lálẹ́ gàràgà. Ìbà lónìí, madam, you ask about the context of Òrìṣà Ajé. Ajé is like every other Òrìṣà.
Okay.
She's a divinity.
Okay. She's a female.
She's a female.
Okay.
She's a divinity that descended into a two-fold, like every other divinity.
Okay.
Of course, there has been several incarnations of Òrìṣà Ajé. That is where we come into the context of Òrìṣà. Because Òrìṣà and divinities they are not the same. Òrìṣà, they are the different constant reincarnation of the divinities, which we call Aloore. So Òrìṣà Ajé is the matron divinities of every form of belonging, ability, power,
Okay. Prosperity.
Prosperity.
Our properties,
Wealth.
wealth.
everything human can have that they will say, oh, is living a convenient life. That is what is called Aje.
Comfortable life.
Comfortable life. That is what Orisha Aje is the matron of. That divine Aje to be a supreme deity among all Orisha.
Supreme deity.
Supreme deity among all Orisha. There is no Orisha in the world, not even among the divinities. Even when trade by barter system was what we were practicing, Aje was still relevant. Because without Orisha Aje, you are still not going to have all those materials you are going to barter. So the presence of Orisha Aje in the world actually brought another dimension of possession into the world. Even so if you said what you don't deal with material possession, you still need Aje to operate your spiritual system. So Aje is a very powerful Orisha in a modern day.
Very powerful.
There is no way we can deal with every other thing
without
Orisha Aje. So when they said Owo ni keke Owo no ni, everything is Orisha Aje.
Okay. Now, do we have types of Orisha Aje at all? If there is, let's know the types that we have and what they do.
The types of Orisha Aje depend on the viscosity, the dimensions of Orisha Aje can take. Okay. Of course, Orisha Aje is one.
Okay.
It is the energy of Orisha Aje that could be subdivided.
Okay, let's have the divisions.
The number one division of Orisha Aje is called Aje Oloku.
Okay. That is the popular one
the
that
popular
we know. Aje Oloku, yes.
The second one is Aje Oja.
Okay. For markets.
Aje Oja. Ife. Aje Oja Ife. When you go to Ife, there's a song they sing in Ife. Ere kare le mi o Aje Oja Ife. That is Aje Oja. It's different from Aje Oloku.
What's the difference?
Okay. Aje Oloku, in the olden days, what we spend was cowries. And where do we get the cowries?
From the yeah.
Then we were still looking for a way to appease Aje Oloku to open a powerful trade route
for us. Okay.
And that was the period of geographical exploration. Look at how ships were able to sail to far across land.
Yes.
So Aje Oloku actually opened a powerful trade route
for all and
sundry to benefit humanity. So from here in Africa, we can access Europe, we can access every part of the world
through the sea.
So we believe that the type of Aje that Oku provided becomes so much relevant that we cannot do without it, because even the currency we spend, it comes from Aje Oloku. Okay. So the people that want the abundance of this currency, that was how Aje Oloku came into existence. Okay. So the Aje Oja, that is the type of Aje that deal with market structure. Okay. This Aje, when the Yoruba people, when they found a market in the olden days, there is a way they install this Aje into those markets to allow the free flow of trade, buying and selling, progressive and giant strides among the market women,
so that they will prosper.
And this particular Aje is the type of Aje that you usually consecrate for market women.
Okay.
The type of Aje that will work for people in other businesses is not the same one that will work for people in the marketplaces. They are different.
That's why if any markets they are not selling well, they'll say at the
background, at the core value of the ebo they want to rule is the Orisha Aje. Okay. It means they want to look for what that Orisha Aje will eat. That is to appease Orisha Aje. When cars, when they have fault, they will say, let's service the car.
Let's see the mechanic.
So likewise, this Orisha, when there is something we don't want and it's happening, we say, oh, let's look for a way to feed this Orisha, so that they are going to take it to appease the Orisha. It's like the service to the machines and the technology. That's all the service to the Orisha. And kilaje benefit. If you yalewa eran ogede, that means eran ogede. Laje jelo tu fet. If you yalewa ogede, that is banana.
Okay, banana.
And the one of the most popular ingredients we use to feed Orisha Aje is banana.
We have different types of banana. What type of banana? You know, we
Ogede
have one.
omimi.
That's what I want to. That's what I want to say.
The third type of aje is called aje ogbeate.
Ogbeate.
This is ogbeate.
Ogbeate.
It is one of the odufa that is ogbewate. That is ogbelotu. Iretelusi. Aje ogbeate is the third type of orisha aje. Another name we can call this aje is Osho aje.
Osho
aje.
Okay. Then that one doesn't have to do anything with the Oshole that we hear about.
All the Oshole that deals with aje, they fall under the categories of Osho aje. The household type of aje, it is called aje magnet.
Aje magnet.
It magnetizes wealth. So when we consecrate either of the two orisha aje for a personality or in the market, there is need for Osho aje to be present.
So you are telling us now that Oshole is good.
Totally good.
We can do Oshole.
Totally good. I'm talking about the Oshole that Ifa sanctioned.
But they said there's nothing that will bring in wealth or money to individual that we don't have part of a human body or human blood.
Do you know what they call what you just said in philosophy?
No,
it is fallacy of hasty conclusion.
But that is what we hear.
That's fallacy. The reason is
that
this.
anything that
I can give you one also that will work like fire, and it does not have. Since I've been doing Ifa, I inherited Ifa from my father.
Okay.
I've never seen a single Ifa that they use human parts to make.
But people will say, if you want this thing
it's lack of knowledge. Using the human parts to make any type of osole is not part of Yoruba culture.
So why are we now seeing people that they cut with human head, human body, human parts?
Madam, please browse all those. Bring out the names of those people. Let me
finish, not the names. They will say, one Afa said they should go and bring it to make money. One pastor said they should go and bring it to. And at times they will tell you if they want to do a warrow, they use human parts and human body.
You said one Afa said they should go and bring human head.
Not
you said one pastor said
and herbalist too.
No, Babalawo was another herbalist. The interpretation from the English word for Babalawo is Babalawo. The closest English word is father of mystery, not herbalist. Herbalists are the people that does a way at it. Anybody can do that. There is a difference between Babalawo, Onishegun, Adamshi, Awosun, Shekan. The Babalawo you are referring to now, they are the Unifa. They are also the.
So they are different.
They are different.
We know the differences.
The Babalawos are the one that deals with Ifa. Onishegun are the people you call herbalists. Adamshi, they are the people that use or sign. They are the Adamshi. There are different categories, and this Awosun Shekan, that is the category those Afa you mentioned fall into. They just wake up one morning, maybe they see the documentation of one old man, and they sell it online now, and they buy one document. They sell documentations online. There are various Ogun groups.
That was what happened at Ogun State when they caught that boy. He said they saw it
in a particular Facebook page, and go and check all those pages. You cannot see Babalawo in those pages. The reason is the Babalawo understand the tenet of spirituality. There are so many things you can do that will bring wealth as Osole that does not have human part. If I told us, gbọ́dọ̀ fi eku bọ fáfeku, gbọ́dọ̀ fẹja bọ fáfẹja, gbọ́dọ̀ fi èèyàn bọ fáfẹ èèyàn. The using of human part is not part of Ifa system. A lè lo gbogbo ewé la lè lò. Oṣólẹ̀ tá máa ń pa ẹja sí ń bẹ. Oṣólẹ̀ tá ń pa adìyẹ sí wà. Oṣólẹ̀ tá ń pẹran sí, oṣólẹ̀ tá ń pa màálù. Ẹṣin tẹ́ ń wò yẹn, oṣólẹ̀ tá máa ń pẹṣin sí wà. Bówó ṣe mọ lògùn ọmọ ni. Kò sóṣólẹ̀ tá ń pa èèyàn fún ìlú Ifá. So àwọn tí wọ́n wá ń kórù yẹn wọlé Yorùbá ń sìn, àwọn yẹn ò bá ayé ṣẹ̀ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Ìgbà tá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní máa interchange culture pẹ̀lú àwọn nearby tribes ní gbogbo yẹn wọnú ìran Yorùbá. That's why tẹ́ bá lọ wo gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n máa ń ra human part ní èdè tó máa ń lò èdè Lárúbáwá ni. Ẹ bèrè ìbéèrè mi.
Okay, we are still on Orisha Aje.
Of course.
Does traditional religions has anything to do with Orisha Aje? And if they have, what kind of incantation or invocation can one do to bring in Orisha Aje?
You have asked two questions.
Yeah.
Does traditional religion have anything to do
with
Orisha Aje? Of course.
This is a day.
Traditional religion, they are the owner of Orisha Aje.
Okay.
Just like the technology of the Western world belongs to the Western scientists, so does Orisha Aje belongs to us there. Okay. The knowledge to consecrate to Orisha Aje, it belongs to the traditional worshippers. Likewise, look at the people that say they are peace head. It is only in this modern day you will see an Alpha saying, I want to feed your head. When does Rasulullah feed head? You are going to see a Christian, all these white garment churches, they will tell you they want to appease someone head of a ball. The knowledge of Oribibo belongs to the traditionalists. Likewise, the knowledge of feeding Orisha Aje. Orisha Aje belongs to the traditional worshippers. The knowledge to consecrate, the knowledge to feed. At a particular point in time, when we have to feed Orisha Aje, when we are not to feed Orisha Aje, okay, it all belongs to the traditionalists. So directly, indirectly, in any way, we are the custodians. They not they. We.
Okay,
I'm a traditionalist. We are the,
as I said,
custodians of Orisha Aje.
Now,
and the second question, what are the incantations?
Or so, what can one use to invoke Orisha Aje? Then, as a layman, can I invoke Orisha Aje myself?
How can a layman invoke Orisha Aje?
Because everybody pray for well.
You have to possess the knowledge before you can invoke Orisha Aje.
Well,
I think I understand your question. Your question is, can a person who is not a traditionalist, can they have access to Orisha Aje? Of course, every day we all invoke Orisha Aje. For example, he said, are there chants to invoke Orisha Aje? When we wake up in the morning, our question will be, our prayers will be, Agbeni gbere pade olokun.
Okay.
Aluko ni gbere pade olosa. Odidere iwo lo gbere pade oluwo. Aje gbere pade mi loni. We are already invoking the spirit of Aje.
Let's now take our film that we watch. Okay. All these Yoruba films. Okay. When they do all these, let me say, Ogowo, something like that, they say they want to invoke the spirit of Aje. Okay. Aje lo ngbere pade olokun, kiniko lo nse kiniko, iwo kiniko ma gbere pade kiniko mo wa gbere pade mi. What do you have to say to that?
You know, every piece of art, they are products of the society.
Okay.
What they portray in their veins, what they represent in their own videos, they are product of our society.
Okay. What they want people to see, to
believe. So the deterioration about get rich quick.
We are still
actually started from those home videos. When they want to present a particular information in their movies, they don't research them thoroughly. Okay. That means there is a part of a Yagbe that we can use to invoke Aje. Aluko ni gbere pade olosa, odidere ni gbere pade oluwo. Iyo ki tan le olokun, kiri Aje omo tan le mi. That means there is a particular materials we can gather in that regard, that we will use to invoke Aje. Does that now have any relationship to do with human part? No.
So for any invocation about Aje, you have to use all those materials.
You need all those materials, and all those chants that people make. The people that actually owns that chant, they are the people that already possess the installation of that Osuaji. If for you, before that particular chant can work for you, you must have already have the installation of Osuaji in your body.
Okay.
It could like be soap installation, not initiation.
Okay.
There is no initiation to Osuaji. There it could be soap that is made from that particular materials we are talking about.
To have your bath.
Just bathe.
Okay.
It could be ashije.
Okay.
You cook it. These things are not fetish. They are normal scientific that has been scientifically proven. You pick edaro, you pick ewe aje. There is a way that is called ewe aje. There is a way.
Okay.
There is a way ola in Yoruba land. It just have to do with you understanding where to put what to be able to put this technology down, and once you invoke it, that is it.
So if they put all those things together, definitely it must work for
It's
one.
not more. It has been proven
Okay.
beyond reasonable doubt.
That it will
In
work.
the histories it's been working, it's still working for us.
So that means if that person is no more using that soap or whatever as a gel she has taken, it won't work for the person anymore.
It's like installation. If you don't have the application of it on your phone, if let's say you don't have
So
WhatsApp
it
installed,
works till thy kingdom come.
it will continue to until
The person died.
your bad day.
Okay.
Ajay has a
Okay. What is the
which you must not
the
eat.
taboos?
Of Ajay. Of course, it depends on the type of Ajay. That is what
That
will
they do for
determine the
you.
type of AWO you don't eat or do.
Okay.
So if you actually eat the AWO, you will just see that the application will start hanging.
Okay.
Then at a point
So
it
the
will stop.
fading off.
It will stop working. That means you have eaten AWO.
So can we know some of the taboos of
Of course,
Oshaje?
Orisha Ajay don't feed on palm oil.
Okay.
Ajay Onijepo. And there are actually period of time of the day or in the night that you feed you appease Ajay. There are times. Because the spirits that work with this Orisha, they also have the period of time they are active. And there are so many taboos. Some of them
Alright.
cannot be made as part of
Now-
esoteric knowledge.
Let's now apply Oshaje to our modern life now.
Okay.
And what can we say about this get rich quick syndrome that is prevailing in our society? What are the implications? Because everybody wants to be rich.
Are you asking about what actually brought it about?
Yes,
Or
what
what
brought-
are the implications?
The implications, what brought about it? Why are we struggling to get rich quickly instead
It is actually
of us to be working and getting our money slowly?
it is actually a societal deterioration. Number one, and own video contribution. In I studied dramatic art.
Okay.
There is a particular law in media. It is called modeling theory. People will tend to imitate what they see on the screen.
But they prefer solution to whatever they do.
Who provides solution?
The artists, like when this person does Ogowo and this is the repercussion.
Does the people that now watch the film, are they interested in the outcome? They are not.
That means that
Some people will believe, they believe that if you put 7 corn down and bring one roaster
fowl.
to eat it, if the roaster eats 2, that means
use
you have
2 years.
But what about the type of mega richness the person experienced in the 2 years? People will now say, oh, I prefer to enjoy that 2 years
and die.
because they saw how they live and they
Their
like
life.
this mega richness. The issue with get rich quick syndrome, there's nothing like that in Yoruba land. Even the Osho Ajay, the Ajay we are talking about, the Ajay Oloku, the Ajay Oja, none of them said you can sit at home and the Ajay be bringing money for you.
So
You
what
have
we
to
want
work. You have to work.
So where are we now getting all these young guys that will just come out in a month or two and they will get money?
That is part of what we call society deterioration. Many of them are doing fraud.
Okay, like
And
the 419.
Like 419, and when they see
The
all
Yahoo.
this
But
type
they now
of,
say we have Yahoo Plus now.
I
Plus.
don't know about what is called Yahoo. If you can teach me about the Yahoo Plus and where
The
the
get
Yahoo.
rich quick syndrome. That's
Okay,
the
there has always been get quick rich syndrome in Yoruba land. There has always been people who are over ambitious. Of course, because if I actually told us, pé ìkánjú kò ṣe lábẹ́ gbígbóná ẹ̀sọ̀ pẹ̀lẹ́ ńlẹ́jù gọ̀pẹ́. If I actually told us that in life you have to take things easy. Of course, if you actually want to get rich quick, there are ways you can follow. But at the end of that road,
It's going to be the repercussion.
they are going to end up in melancholy. There has never been a time when people follow the path of rich quick that they don't ended up in melancholy. That is what
They
Ifa
will
taught
regret it,
us.
okay.
They will regret it. But also, we should appeal to to our religion leaders.
Okay.
I'm talking about the Christian religion leaders and the Islam religion leaders. They should teach people what is really the tenet of the religion they practice. If we remove the contribution of these two religions from get rich quick, there is going to be reduction. I watched a particular video yesterday where one Alpha was telling people, public lecture. It was saying, if you want to do Yahoo, don't do dating, do transfer, do this. The Alpha was saying that.
What is this life turning into?
What is this life turning into? Hardly can you see a Babalawo who understand what Ifa preaches and will come out and say that. Because Ifa says it is only the person that can follow the walking ant. You know how sluggish ant is? That is the person that can follow the instruction of Ifa. That is to tell you that Ifa we believe that calmly is Uteletelewa.
And you get to where you
we will get to where we are going.
Now, before we start speaking our mother tongue, I want you to tell me if there is any difference or any disparity between Oshole, Ogunwo, Oweje.
Let's first remove Oweje and put aside.
Okay. What is Oshole? What is Ogunwo?
Every Oshole is also Ogunwo.
Okay.
And what is Ogunwo? Ogunwo is whatever we do that will bring us Ogunwo, that will bring us wealth, that will bring us money.
Okay.
As you are sitting down here, man, you are doing Ogunwo.
How?
You are working for money.
Okay.
All the Osho we have been talking about, all the type of ID, they are Ogunwo.
Okay.
The type of Osole we do, they are also Ogunwo.
Okay.
We already talk about that is Ogunwo.
Okay.
The type of Ogunwo you do, that they will say, oh, if you don't have money, go and buy a shower, go and buy pomo, go and pick away ogbo and pick away aje, grind them together. Use those slaves to cook the fish or the pomo, eat it. That is Ogunwo.
Okay.
It's Oshole. Another type of Osho that is not common is Osho Onu.
How do they do that?
It's the type of Osho that we eat and go inside us. That is Osho Onu. I think you understand. All these things, they are not complicated. It's just that we do not know,
we don't
what understand
it.
That. And people tend to apply terror to whatever it is they do not understand. And I think it's high time we traditionalists start to come to the surface. This knowledge that is being shrouded in mysteries. Too much of it is shrouded in mysteries. We have
to should do a kind of workshop sensitization to tell people about what you do.
The issue is if
it's only that they think you do, you don't do them. It's very important.
That's a very beautiful. But to do that, we need the intervention of government. Every cultures of the world that are today living in the world, the Arabic culture, the Christian culture, they all had the intervention of government at a particular point in time. That was what developed them. Okay. We have the Ifa Council. We need the intervention of government. We have so many research sites. The government needs to look into that. And do you know why we are unable to get the assistance we need? It is because the people at the helm of these affairs, they are also religious people. If Sheyi Makinde wake up today and say, okay, I want to develop the Ogun shrine in Ibadan, they will say it's backsliding. They will say it's Olorisha. And we need the type of government that is not going to listen to what we have been clamoring for public holiday in Oyo State for how long?
For how long? What is going on it?
Work is going on.
Yeah, you know, it has never happened in Oyo State that when they want to do New Year prayers, they will invite the Nisheshe to come and pray too.
It has never happened.
It happened this year.
It's happening now.
Yes, it's happening now.
Okay, well, we are thanking God.
The three religions.
But I believe whatever the government wants to do.
Maybe if you want to do your parting words, you put that to the table. Parting words, like advice for government.
For government.
Before you go. Okay. Now, I want to ask you this question. It's not about Hajj.
Okay.
It's about our political and social problems that we have.
Okay.
How can we use Yoruba indigenous religion to solve our socio-political problem in the country, particularly the security challenge that we have?
I believe the modern security challenges we have, they are not the first in the history of mankind. There has always been war in Yoruba land. And when there is a war, in every community, the Yoruba will call the Babalawo.
To come and appease the land?
Not appease.
Okay.
The
To find
Babalawo
out.
will ask Ifa.
Okay.
They will do spiritual investigations.
Okay.
What do we have to do? And when Ifa prescribe Ebo, that is done, the war will just vanish. It is possible that it is the side of those people that do Ebo that will be victorious in the war.
Okay.
If there is a war in the land, if there is problem across the country, let our people come together. Let them invite and to
work
things out. Invite the people that understand the name Ogun bears. Ogun was a name. Ogun was a code name. When they called the war, the code name that Olodumare gave to Ogun, Ogun will listen to the word of the people, and everything will come to normal. So what we needed to do when it comes to the issue of security challenges is to invite the people at the ends of the affairs. Invite the Babalawo, traditional.
All right. Èèyàn wá nlé ètò ẹwà iyebíye ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ náà nìyẹn tí ń jaládùn láti nǹkan bíi wákàtí kan sẹ́yìn. Nínú agodo tá a wà yìí mo ní Olúwo Bọ́lárìnwá Ọláyẹmí, Olúwo Ọ̀lẹ́yẹnífá tó tún jẹ́ spiritual consultant. Wọ́n dẹ̀ jẹ́ cultural ambassador sí United Nations. Àwọn ni olórí àwọn priest. What is priest? Awo ti ìyá mi àjẹ́ International Temple and Ọ̀págun Ẹlẹ́yẹ. Àwọn ni mo ní nínú ibi tá a wà yìí. Wọ́n ti ń bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ nípa òrìṣà ajé. Mo fẹ́ kí wọ́n tún bá wa sọ ní èdè abínibí wa pé kí là ń pè lóríṣà ajé, irú òrìṣà ajé mélòó la ní, àti pé báwo ni òrìṣà ajé ṣe lọ́pọ̀ mọ́ ẹ̀sìn ìbílẹ̀. Torá ní àsìkò
bá a ṣe sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan pé ajé ni ohun àmúṣọrọ̀, ajé ni ohun àmúṣagbára. Tí wọ́n bá ní ẹni alágbára ni ẹ lọ yẹ̀wò, ajé ló ní lọ́wọ́. Tí wọ́n bá ní ẹni olóògùn,
èèyàn máa lájé tí ò ní lágbára lọ́wọ́.
ṣó ṣe é ṣe ṣá?
How possible?
Ajé ni agbára.
Ní ìsinsẹ́ mọ̀ pé àwọn kan wà wọ́n lówó, wọ́n ń ṣe governor, wọ́n ń ṣe president.
Àwọn yẹn ẹ mention kan.
No, mo kàn ń sọ ni.
Nínú ẹ mention ẹyọ kan tẹ́ ẹ mọ̀.
Àwọn olówó kan wà tó jẹ́ pé wọn ò jáde síta pé àwọn èèyàn mọ̀ wọ́n púpọ̀.
Àwọn bíi owó la fi ra agbára mọ́ mi.
Owó la fi ra agbára.
Ọrọ̀ la fi ra agbára. Tẹ́ ẹ bá rí ọlọ́rọ̀, of course olówó yàtọ̀ sọ́lọ́rọ̀ o.
Okay.
Tẹ́ ẹ bá rí olówó tó tún jẹ́ ọlọ́rọ̀, ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ní lówó tí ọlọ́rọ̀.
Ọlọ́rọ̀ ló ní ajé lọ́dọ̀.
Ọlọ́rọ̀ ló ní ajé lọ́dọ̀. Ọlọ́rọ̀ ló ní gbogbo ohun tí a pè ránṣẹ́. Tẹ́ ẹ bá rí ọlọ́rọ̀, Ifá dẹ̀ sọ fún wa pé ọlọ́rọ̀ ni yèyé ajé. Tẹ́ ẹ bá rí ọlọ́rọ̀, gbogbo nǹkan ni wọ́n ní o. Wọ́n á ní connection, wọ́n á nípò. Kò sẹ́ni tí wọ́n lè lẹ́jẹ́ ká wo Dangote ló ní Nàìjíríà táwa yìí. Ẹ wo fertilizer company tó ṣílẹ̀kùn. President of the country graced the occasion of opening the fertilizer company. Àwọn ọlọ́rọ̀ nìyẹn. Those are the people. Ìkíná tẹ̀ nílẹ̀ yìí tí ò kú. Ìta àpè lájé nìyẹn. Ajé lohun àmúṣagbára, ohun àmúṣọrọ̀.
A ti sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ajé. Ẹ jẹ́ bá sọ̀rọ̀ nípa bí àwọn èèyàn ṣe fẹ́ sáré ní ajé lọ́wọ́. Kí lẹ rò pé ó fà á? Àti pé tó bá ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn, ilé ayé wọn tó bá fi máa ya bóyá ọdún 2 ọdún 3 àti gbọ́pọ́n kú. Kí ló fà á?
In tó fa ilé ìtẹ́ ń sọ yìí kì í ṣe ajé ló fà á.
Kí ló wá fà á?
Ọ̀nà tí wọ́n ń gbà á rìn débi ọ̀rọ̀ wọn ló ń gé ẹ̀mí wọn kúrú. Kò sí ń ta fagídí wá tí ò kí ń nini lára. Bí èèyàn bá fi agídí tó fi wàràwàrà mókun ọ̀rọ̀, dandan ni nígbẹ̀yìn gbẹ̀yìn kò sunkún tó korò. Ìgbẹ̀yìn irú wọn kì í sábà dáa. Of course a lè nírú wọn ní àwùjọ wa tí wọ́n gba ọ̀nà mo sáré fẹ́ lówó tí wọ́n sì ní owó yẹn náà dòní ṣùgbọ́n amúkun ẹrù ẹ wọ́ òkèlè yín wò ẹ wòsàlẹ̀ ẹ̀ mọ́ tí ń bá wọn fínra nínú ilé wọn o. So ìtẹ́mi rò tá a fi lè dẹ́kun rúwà yìí ni pé ìwọ tó o bá lówó dandan ni kọ́ ni kó lọ sórí ayélujára kó lọ mọ̀ ṣòǹtò ní. Ibẹ̀ làwọn èèyàn ti ń rí ohun tí wọ́n ń rí yẹn tó ń fa intimidation. Sorry. Ẹni àmọ́ fèbú tó ń fa intimidation òun ló ń fà á tí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ fi ń sáré àti wá ọ̀la lọ́nà kọ́nà. Ẹ wo nígbà tí ò tí ì sí ẹ̀rọ ayélujára ǹjẹ́ wàhálà akánjúwò pọ̀ tó yìí?
Ó wà náà.
Pọ̀ kò pọ̀ tó báyìí. Èyí ti pọ̀ jù. Èyí ti pọ̀ jù.
Kí wàá la lè fi dẹ́kun ẹ̀?
Àkọ́kọ́ ẹ̀rọ ayélujára kíkálukú ọmọ wà bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n á máa ṣó owó mọ́. Of course ó ní bọ́n ṣe lè regulate ní tí èèyàn á máa post sórí internet tó ṣe pé àwọn nǹkan kò ní máa wà ń bẹ̀ mọ́. Ẹ wúrú àwọn ọmọ àfáà kan lọ gé orí ọmọ àwọn ọmọ lè máa mú tí wọ́n gé orí ọmọ ọlọ́mọ yẹn wọ́n ní internet làwọn ti rí nǹkan táwọn ṣe ṣùgbọ́n mi ò gbà yẹn gbọ́ àti bí tán lọ ṣe yẹn ní agbára tí wọn ò bá tí ìbárò ẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ àwọn tó bí wọn kò ní yí àti lọ ṣerú nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn.
Ẹ jẹ́ a máa sọ débi bẹ́ẹ̀.
Ká má sọ débi
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Ṣé àwọn orúkọ kan wà àbáwọn ipò kan wà tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n lè jẹ́ owó nísìn títí láyọ̀ yìí jẹ́ ṣé wọ́n lè jẹ́ owó títí láyọ̀ àbí báwo?
Ajé tàn mí wá ajé wá mi wá ajé kẹ́mi kò sórúkọ orúkọ pọ̀ tí a lè jọmọ́ tá a lè jẹmọ́ ajé ó pọ̀ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Mo rò pé àwọn pò lẹ́yìn sọ àbí orúkọ ni.
Orúkọ àti bíi title.
Bíi title tó jọmọ́ ajé. The head of olórí awo ajé nílùú kan ìyálọ́jà ni. Lẹ́yìn ìyálọ́jà láàmú ìyálájé. Lẹ́yìn yẹn ó ní oyè tá à ń pè ní sígbà ajé. Sígbà ajé àwọn ni wọ́n máa ń bọ òrìṣà ajé. Ajé àwọn oyè míì tí wọ́n tó ń jẹ́ Mọ́sọ̀balájé. This is the title of men. Ọkùnrin ló máa ń jẹ ìyẹn. Oyè pọ̀.
Mọ́sọ̀balájé yẹn mo rò pé orúkọ ni.
Oyè èdè ajé ni. Àwọn tó bá ti ń jẹ́ Mọ́sọ̀balájé yẹn ìran wọn ìran alájé ni wọ́n.
Ṣé máa ń ṣe ajé bó ṣe ń ṣe fáyìn?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Báwo lè ṣe máa ṣe?
Bá a ṣe ń ṣe òrìṣà ajé la ṣe ń ṣe of course a lè ṣe ẹni
àtẹ̀wé. Mo rò pé nǹkan tí ọmọdé lè mọ̀
lórí kò ṣe é mọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn.
Ó dáa ẹ wá jẹ́ à lọ báyìí ká tó máa lọ. A ní ìpèníjà wípé nǹkan ò lọ bó ṣe kó máa lọ lórílẹ̀‐èdè wa nípa wípé kò sí ààbò tó gún mọ́. Kí lẹ rò pé a lè ṣe? Gọ́síláyé àtijọ́ ó ní bó ṣe máa ń ṣe irú nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ wípé bóyá tógun bá fẹ́ wọ̀lú àbí tí jàgídíjàgan bá pọ̀ ohun tán fi máa ń ṣẹ́gun wọn. Kí lẹ rò pé a lè ṣe? Nítorí ó ti bà ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nǹkan jẹ́ lórílẹ̀‐èdè wa.
Ìfaniraparapa awo wọn lóde Ìwó ló ṣe fá fún wọn lóde Ìwó níbi wọ́n gbé mápá ẹran ṣẹ́gun. Ẹ rí ogun ló fẹ́ lọ kó wọn lóde Ìwó ẹbọ ni wọ́n dá. Ifá ní ẹ lọ rí mápá ẹran ní kẹ́ ẹ nílẹ̀bọ ìní ó bá ń ṣẹ́gun. Èyí ń sọ fún wa pé ẹbọ nìran Yorùbá dá bógun bá wọ̀ ló látijọ́. Bógun bá ń jà wá nílẹ̀ wa bógun bá ń jà wá lórílẹ̀‐èdè wa bógun bá ń jà wá nípínlẹ̀ àti níbílẹ̀ wa ẹ jẹ́ ká ké sáwọn tó mojú tá a orúkọ tá a kò ogun ló kọ sí jẹ́. Àwọn babaláwo ni àwọn ni wọ́n mọ orúkọ tó Olódùmarè sọ ogun. Ẹ jẹ́ kí á pè wọ́n ká tù wọ́n ká bà wọ́n tó bá fẹ́ ká fún wọn ká bá nípò ṣogun. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni
kílù lè tùbà kó lè túṣẹ́. Ká tó wá máa lọ lónìí ẹ jẹ́ á gbọ́ ìmọ̀ràn fún ìjọba àwọn aráàlú nípa bí ìlú wa yóò ṣe tùbà tó fi túṣẹ́ àti fún àwọn ọmọ tó jẹ́ pé kíákíá ni wọ́n fẹ́ lówó lóòjọ́.
Ẹni àkọ́kọ́ tẹ ní ká ìmọ̀ràn àkọ́kọ́ ó ní fún ìjọba wa ẹ dákun
àtàwọn aráàlú
ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ ìjọba Nàìjíríà kí wọ́n dákun lórí ọlùdé fáwọn oníṣẹ̀ṣe ìyàn yàn wá jẹ́ kí wọ́n dákun dábọ̀
ó ti ń bọ̀ wẹ́rẹ́wẹ́rẹ́
August 20 kí wọ́n fún wa káwa ìjọ kan lábẹ́rẹ́ àbẹ̀rẹ́jọ́ méjì ẹ dákun. Ìkejì lórí fáwọn ìjọba wa kán bá wa caution àwọn lọ́balọ́ba.
Okay.
Àwọn tí ń sọ̀rọ̀ àlùfàǹsá ṣiṣẹ́
àwọn lọ́balọ́ba.
àwọn ọba. Ọ̀rọ̀ ṣe sọ látẹ́gùn àfi tí wọ́n bá kú. Olúwo káwọn ìjọba ọba ní kọ́sọ̀. Tí èèyàn bá ní bàbá.
Báwo oníṣẹ̀ṣe náà ní kápá àwọn ọba lọ́wọ́?
Nígbà kan nìyẹn o, àwọn ọba gidi lẹ́yìn sọ yẹn o. Kì í ṣe àwọn ọba àgbàlódé, kì í ṣe àwọn ọba tí o. Ẹ ní àwọn ọmọ tí àwọn aráàlú.
Ọmọ tó fẹ́ tètè fa ajé wá.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká wa aráàlú padà di ìṣẹ̀ṣe wa. Ayé ti bàjẹ́ débi pé wọ́n ti ń fọ́gànná lọ jí ọba gbé àìpadà di ìṣẹ̀ṣe ni. Ẹ jẹ́ káwa aráàlú lọ mọ tán bàbá wa ké pẹ̀lú ilé wọn. Ẹ jẹ́ kí kálukú lọ wádìí ara rẹ̀ wọ inú ilé rẹ̀. William Shakespeare ó ní human know thyself. Ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ wádìí ara wa káyé ó lè gún káyé ó lè tò. Àwọn ọmọ tí wọ́n wá ń fi ọ̀kánjú wówó tán fi wàràwàrà mọ́kùn ọ̀rọ̀ lóòótọ́ wọ́n lè rí ọlà yẹn o ṣùgbọ́n orí burúkú nígbẹ̀yìn omi ẹ̀fọ́ wọn. Lóòótọ́ o lè rí owó díẹ̀ kóró but ìwọ tó bá lọ́run bá ti sọ pé o fẹ́ ná 1 million ní gbogbo ilé ayé ẹ̀ tó wá fa 1 million yẹn mọ́ra láàrin ìjọ kan. So títí ayé ẹ̀ tó kù tolúwa rẹ̀ tó kù ṣe mọ̀ pé iná ọ̀sẹ̀ iná ìyà ni ó ti lò. Ìyẹn tí ọ̀bá kanjú kú ibi ìpáyín keke ń bẹ nídìí ká kanjú wó ká fi wàràwàrà gbó.
Ẹ ṣé Olúwo Bọ́lárìnwá Ọláyẹmí Olúwo Ọ̀lẹ́yẹmí fà dúpẹ́ pé àpè ní ẹjẹ́ wa. Mọ̀ pé tá bá tún pè ní jọ́ mi ẹ̀jẹ̀ wa ní o àdúpẹ́. Well, this is where we're going to draw the curtain for this week's episode of Pacesetter Heritage, and the message is embrace culture so that it will bring in peace, progress and unity to the country. And we want to thank our guest for today, Oluwo Bọ́lárìnwá Ọláyẹmí, the Oluwo Ọ̀lẹ́yẹmífà, for coming onto the program. And next week is another date. Do keep a date with us. Until then, this is Titila Lawal saying bye for now.